So this video is just going to take you through how to set up the University Facilities Booking Assistant and to personalize that to be relevant to your university specific facilities that you want to hire out. So when we download the assistant, add the assistant from the marketplace into the account, you'll see the assistant pop up in your list of assistants. If you start chatting to that, it's going to throw up initially this notice. So it's notifying you that there's some sort of generic demonstration settings that have been put in here, and asking you to go through some steps to go in and edit those. So the steps are review and update the assistant's instructions, update the assistant's knowledge base, and then edit the instructions to remove references to the part of the instructions which is making this pop up. If I wanted to, I could click proceed and go through for evaluation purposes. So you're just using what's there for a demo, and you'll be able to see how the assistant will work. So it's going to help you gather information about the event that your clients are looking to book, what their attendance looks like, dates, timelines, facilities requirements, budgets, etc. But in downloading this, I presume you've got your own information, so let's help you get it set up correctly. So I'm going to go to click on the assistant's name in the toolbar. That's going to pull up our edit screen. So, description, able to assist with enquiries. I'm going to go to team settings, and the first thing I can see here is these instructions. So this instruction sets what the assistant follows. And as you can see right up at the front here, the first instruction says to pop up that warning and not to proceed until they've confirmed. So once we're happy with the instructions, we're going to remove this, and then when you chat with the assistant going forwards, it will take you straight into doing its job. Now, some things unique to this assistant just to be aware of when you're doing your review. So it's going to help, first of all, classify inquiries into some particular categories. You may have different categories, in which case, by all means, make some amendments to this. It's been set up to assess a business value, and there's some thresholds that have been set here. Again, they may not be relevant to your business, so please feel free to edit or adjust those. And then there's a threshold set on this one, so deals over a certain value, it will go and generate a proposal set for. And then the rest of the instruction set, please take your time to read through it, but you can see basically for each information inquiry type, it's giving you some details around how it will approach handling those, the kind of questions it will ask, any triggers to run the next parts of the process. Here's more detail on how it does its classification based on sort of value and priority. So again, tweak that to suit your needs, and the threshold for generating a proposal, and details of what should be placed into the proposal. If you want to edit any of these, you can edit, add details, remove them. It's sort of a normal sort of styled text editor. And then the final part of this assistant's instruction set at the moment is to then generate an email or a draft emails content, and there's some details for, depending on the type of inquiry, what would go in that, and then some kind of do's and don'ts. So all assistants rely on and have an instruction set. The more explicit you are in these, you're more tightly defining the job description for the assistant. But first of all, go and review those. The second thing it asked us to do was to be aware that there was some knowledge provided. So for the purposes of the initial install, there's a knowledge file that's been uploaded. This is essentially the reference that the assistant's going to take to follow through. And you can see it's an artifact that's giving information around the different types of rooms that might be available, the different kind of features of those rooms, capacity, charge rates, etc. And there's no specific structure this has to follow. You may have a brochure as like a PDF type brochure of your facilities, or a URL, or another document that whatever it is that describes what you have. You're going to go in and you're going to add that to the knowledge for the assistant here. So you can give it a URL, upload a file, or you can sort of manually type some instructions in. Don't forget though to delete the sample one that's already there, otherwise the assistant will be looking to that as a source of reference. And then just that third point in the email again, just to remind you, was this first part of the instruction set is what's triggering that notification to show. So as you can see, this is following that part of the instruction set. If you delete that top part of the instructions, this won't show, and you'll be straight into to chatting with it.